1 week to go till AQA GCSE Business Paper 2. Let's go through those cold topics. So Paper 2, 5th of June, covering Units 1, Units 2, Units 5 and Units 6. Now, it's worth mentioning at the start of this that Paper 2 encompasses Units 1 and 2, and they were previously covered in the Paper 1 video, and I shared my thoughts there, all of which still applies to this paper because Units 1 and 2 can come up in both papers, so feel free to revisit that video for the thoughts there. And here we're going to exclusively cover just Units 5 and 6. Now remember, this is not a predictions video. We're not here to guess what might show up on the exam. Instead, we strongly recommend revising everything for your specification, cover your bases thoroughly, leave no stone unturned. We're going to go through examiners' favourites, those topics that frequently come up, cold topics, those topics that never come up, and trending titans being big topics. Maybe it's the time for them to re-emerge. So just be aware of it and be on it. So Units 5, marketing. Let's go through examiners' favourites here. It has to be place in the marketing mix. Remember, place is really just distribution, how you're distributing a product as from the point of view of a business, how you're getting the product to the customer. There's various distribution channels, so that's retailers, wholesalers, telesales. Now, it's crucial to understand the overarching goal of these distribution channels is to secure effective access to customers. Another favourite is e-commerce or m-commerce, mobile commerce, due to its increasing significance in reaching customers in international markets for sales growth. Now, businesses might choose this method, especially when a product is in the decline stage in the UK, but is in an earlier stage of growth in another market, another international market. Maybe in another international market, you're in the growth stage, so maybe it becomes an effective strategy for growing internationally and therefore boosting your sales. And furthermore, it will lead to higher output and you might get gains from economies of scale there. Now, cold topics for marketing. Definitely, why do market research? Remember, the purpose of doing market research is twofold. Uno is to pinpoint market opportunities. Secondly, is to gain a deeper understanding of both customers and competitors. By gathering information on product demand, assessing competition levels, and understanding the dynamics of the target market, businesses can tailor their marketing strategies to effectively meet the needs of their customer, of their audience. Next, we're thinking about pricing strategies. So here, price skimming. Price skimming, of course, when you set high initial prices to gain revenue quickly, and then you might lower them over time. Price penetration, the opposite. So here you're looking to penetrate a market, and then you might increase prices in the future as the product becomes more popular. Then we have, of course, competitive pricing, looking to match competitors' prices, or using loss leader items to try and attract customers onto your website, into your store. And then there is, of course, using cost plus pricing, so determining your prices based on the production costs of the product. Worth knowing those pricing strategies. Next is factors that influence pricing. So those factors would be the cost of the product, especially for cost plus pricing. Number 2 would be how much competition the business faces, lots of rivals or no rivals. Where in the product life cycle you are is hugely important to the pricing strategy you'll take on. It might be you're in the maturity stage, so you might try and adapt a particular strategy as a consequence of that. Number 4 is the nature of the market. For example, how many buyers there are. Are there lots of buyers or are there little buyers? Next is extension strategy. So these are tactics to prolong the life cycle, maintain the relevance of a product. Ways you do this, you update your packaging, you add more or add new or add different features to the product. It could be you change your target market, you think about segmentation there. Fourthly, it could be just do more advertising, or the most simple one of all is just reduce your prices. That's an extension strategy. The trending titans for the marketing topic, promotional mix. So remember, the promotional mix covers a wide variety of areas, and broadly speaking, it covers advertising, sales promotion, PR, social media, and sponsorship. But perhaps you'll want to look at advertising and you'll want to look at sales promotion. Now, advertising includes billboards, it includes magazines, it includes the internet, newspapers, and television. So target markets and segmentation is hugely important with advertising. The suitability of advertising, well, it's well suited for products with long buying cycles where you're trying to build brand loyalty and you're trying to get awareness. Meanwhile, sales promotion includes point of sales, displays, free gifts, samples, coupons, and competitions. And sales promotion is suitable for shorter buying cycles when there's a quick response that you need, maybe a short-term increase in sales is your primary goals. So consider the balance between those two. Number 6, Unit 6, Finance, Examiner's Favourites. Well, there's two big ones here, and they're very much related. So income statements and thinking about calculating gross profit and calculating net profit. Gross profit is revenue minus cost of sales, and net profit is going to be your gross profit minus your expenses. Meanwhile, you've got ratio analysis, very much related, which is looking at not gross profit, but gross profit margin. That's going to be in percentages. So gross profit margin is gross profit divided by revenue times by 100. And net profit margin is net profit divided by revenue times by 100. Common calculation questions. One of them's for sure going to feature beyond them. Next is cold topics. So those cold topics really is source of finance, particularly retained profits. Retained profit is the accumulation of profits kept within a company. The next is new share issues. That involves the sale of additional shares to raise finance. And then mortgages, which is a secured loan using property as collateral to fund business activities. Now, retained profits, the main advantage is that it provides a source of internal funding without incurring debt. New share issues is an infusion of fresh finance into the business, enabling it to finance new projects. And mortgages, the main advantage is providing long-term, often lower cost source of financing because the property serves as collateral. So the property can be taken if you fail to pay off the mortgage. It's favourable in terms of interest rates versus other types of debt. Source of finance beyond that, very cold topic there. And then your trending titans, the final trending titans for finance, break-even analysis, but twofold. Be aware from the reading the graph point of view and from the pros and cons point of view. And we're thinking here that don't forget about margin of safety. That's margin of safety is related to this topic. So that's the actual output minus the break-even output. Additionally, be prepared for the possibility of break-even featuring as a longer question, perhaps in the context of a smaller business, a sole trader within a case study, maybe a 9-marker. And in this scenario, you're looking to evaluate the value of using break-even analysis. So perhaps it could be looking at the pros of break-even and playing that off against maybe the time in doing break-even analysis, having the resources to be able to do that, questioning the expertise of the sole trader in employing break-even accurately, getting the right data, getting accurate data. Perhaps it's looking at the fact that break-even analysis is quite short-term, so how dynamic the business environment is. Are you going to do the break-even analysis and then lots of things change, so it's out of date? So think about break-even analysis is by nature is short-term, and you might play it off against, for instance, ARR, average rate of return, which is much more long-term focused with respect to break-even analysis. So that is it. That is everything for paper 2, 5th of June. Remember, success is born from preparation. Study hard, stay focused, give it your best shot. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the button for subscribe and share it with your fellow students. Best of luck, and I'll see you at the very final sesh coming soon. Bye.